Hey guys, it's Dane at ZIMM'S Guitars, and I got my buddy Glenn down here from Guitar Bazaar. He's got a brand new line of really nice guitars. We're going to take a look at these things today, so here we go. Tell me what we got here.
Okay, this is the Bumblebee, and this was something that, you know, kind of reminiscent of the old 50s Juniors. And I wanted to make a better guitar and make a really good guitar at a good price so people could afford a good guitar. So we started out, the first line we did them with basswood because it was easier to work and it was real soft wood. Now we're running them, this is a mahogany body with a maple neck, and this is African blackwood. Although it's a brown strain, it's nice. This is the closest thing to Brazilian rosewood you're going to buy. Scientifically proven. Look at it. It's expensive as heck. So we went with that because it gives it a good feel. I hand did the bone nuts from Cowbone. Moo. Bessie's not walking the field anymore.
Aww.
We have the tuners. Well, let's start at this end. We've got the bridges made. I have Brian at Song Hill do the bridges. They do Grovers, Wilkinsons, you name it. If there's a bridge on a guitar that's decent, they probably made it. I went with a 50 style knob with pointers. These are Bourne's low friction pots, and you can actually feel it when you're fooling around with them. And I've got those set up with an 022 Mallory cap, a vintage Mallory cap. I bought every one that I could find in existence of a place down in Florida.
So you like that vintage stuff, the vintage sound?
Well, I was going for a workhorse, and if you know the 50s Juniors, they're just a workhorse. You can take them anywhere, do anything with them. The trick is most guys aren't going to be able to afford something like that these days. They're expensive. I know, I've got one. This guitar is affordable, so I wanted to make it affordable but good. So the pickups, we hand wind the pickups voiced to the particular guitar, period. If the pickup doesn't sound good in the guitar, I'll wind a different one. All my guitars are going to sound good. We have the bridges manufactured. So
you're 100% hands-on with every aspect of this guitar.
Even the strap buttons, if you look at the strap buttons, Diodario elliptical strap buttons. You won't need to buy a set of strap locks because you put your strap on and rotate it, it's not going to be able to come off.
Those are nice.
And I thought that was great for guys because the bone nut, once you do a bar form chord, the bone nut goes away, but it's still a good nut, and I like a bone nut. An open chord, you're going to love them. The guitar was done with a long tenon, which is cool because it's got sustain from here to heck. The tenon actually comes down to right here.
Okay.
So it's a solid thing. If you look at some of the Juniors from back in the 50s, they had a very weak neck joint, and I wanted to go with a longer tenon to give it that. Of course, African blackwood, this stuff will dull your tools. And I went with the diamond and dots at the 12th fret because I thought it looked oh so cool rather than just put two dots there.
That is nice. What is the fret wire that you're using on this model?
This is Jescar.
Okay.
It's a medium jumbo.
Medium jumbo.
I went on the back with a large cavity. A lot of like the Juniors back in the 50s, there's no room to work if you want to put a preamp, whatever you want to do. I wanted the room.
Okay.
Inside is completely shielded, as is the pickup cavity. This P90 is quiet. Bourne's low friction pots, Mallory cap, all Gavitt braided wire, just like the old Gibsons. They don't make noise.
Steel braided wire.
Yep, steel braided wire. Switchcraft output jack. We didn't cut the corners on anything on this guitar. Everything is the best we could buy. Got my little Bumblebee logo, and I thought it fitting to put the Stinger paint job on the back. And these are the QA tuners. I'm having those made. Those tuners do not slip. The folks that make those tuners for me are fantastic. They make tuners for Grover, Wilkinson, and a lot of other people.
Okay.
Great tuners. And we did it in a poly paint job to keep the price down, but yet go on Google and type African blackwood. And the first few listings you'll get the idea because they'll all say the same thing. It's expensive. You know what? I can still build this guitar. African blackwood, mahogany body, maple neck, hand wound pickups, the best caps, the best pots. Have the tuners made, have the bridges made, right down to the strap buttons, and do the best job I can. And I can keep
you're coming in under how much money on this model?
$749 with the gig bag.
All right.
And what we ended up doing, the first run of them, went so fast we couldn't keep up with it. We could not keep up with it. It almost beat us. So now we're having to order wood ahead of time because the blackwood is hard to get. The blackwood is on the sites list.
And
as
this
well.
model again is called the
This is the
Honeybee.
Bumblebee.
The Bumblebee.
And the Bumblebee is my little baby that
Okay.
I have a 56 Junior that I love, and it'll
Let's
do
go
anything.
ahead and look at your, what's the next model up from that?
The next one that I've got with me right now is like our butterfly guitar was. This is called a Stinger.
Okay.
And what we changed there, of course, we went with the diamond and dot. So what we've got here, this one is, and if you'll see, we started stamping the serial number on the fretboard because I cracked a headstock. You saw that guitar, the butterfly that I brought down. I kept it because I won't sell one
early
like that.
models, that's right.
So that's why we stamped them there. What I did with this guitar, it was a prototype, and I've got a black Leo Kwan style bridge I should have tomorrow. I'm going to try on it, give it a little more intonation on this particular model. But one tone, one volume, three-way switchcraft switch, elliptical Strat buttons. We have this made by Sung Il, bone nut. Look at this African blackwood, buddy.
Okay.
Tell me that is not a beautiful board. And we went with a diamond and dot inlays on this, which are fantastic. These pickups I wound 8.3, 7.4, which are the same as my 59 PAFs that are in my Les Paul. These pickups sound incredible. And I do them with A2 magnets, nickel silver base plates, plain enamel wire. I actually do some 59 replicas with butyrate bobbins. These are plastic
And
bobbins.
so this is a mahogany body with a maple cap.
Burled
That's
ash cap.
That is pretty.
It is. It's gorgeous. A burled ash cap, mahogany body, mahogany neck,
That is nice.
16-inch radius, by the way,
16-inch fret radius.
like a Les Paul. QA tuners, got my Honeybee sticker on there and my Stinger paint job.
That looks good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like
And we
it.
went with the same size cavity, keeping both our models, all our models with the same body style and the same cavity size saves on routing a whole bunch. So it allows us to
gotcha.
keep them down. Switchcraft switch, of course, switchcraft output jack, Bourne's pots, Gavitt braided wire. We cut no corners. Mallory caps, 022s. Just a fantastic, fantastic guitar. And this is the prototype, by the way. And
Okay, so real quick, what is your site? If somebody is interested in purchasing one of these, what is your site?
GuitarBazaar.net. Or if you got an iPhone or an Android phone, download the app.
Okay.
Either from Google Play.
Guitar Bazaar. Let me see your shirt right there.
Yeah, buddy.
There it is right there. Okay,
But if they
so
want a handmade quality guitar at a crazy good price,
right.
we didn't set out to make $1 gazillion. We set out to build a fantastic guitar at a good price, and we did it.
Well, you know what? Let me plug this thing in and play it a little bit.
Yeah, we've also got this model with two P90s.
Oh, you got
as
a
well.
P90 version.
Yeah. This is the prototype. This one's going to come out, like I say, this is going to have a Leo Kwan type bridge on it. I'm going to do two with a stop tail and bridge.
Okay.
One, I think I'm going to do a humbucker size P90 at the neck and a humbucker at the bridge. The other one will be two humbuckers. But it'll look just the same as this. I really like it. Look at this streaker. I mean, isn't that just pretty? I love it, and it's just such a bugger to work with. It's so hard, but you can feel it. And there's no sharp edges. There's no nothing. We
Same
spend a lot of
fret
time.
wire on both models?
Yeah. So we use it. We do everything uniform. We try to stay with the same bridges, the same pots, the same switches, the same, radius. That way, the production cost stays down because it's not a production line. We're gluing these things together. We're doing the work. This is keep it the same body style. You don't have to reprogram shit and do a CNC machine because we ain't using a CNC machine. We're using knuckles, and it hurts sometimes. So if we stay uniform, we get used to what we're doing and we get better at it. And these guitars are fantastic at a great price. This one here is going to be around $900.
Okay.
About $929, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like I say, this is the Proto. It even says Proto right on the, but I think if you see it, it'll say PROTO. But the version with the two P90s, a dog ear here and a soap bar here, just like this, except for the pickup configuration, and those are like $849. But that's brand new with a handmade guitar
And the gig
with the
bag.
best quality stuff. I mean, I think we accomplished what we wanted to do.
I'm dying to play this thing a little bit.
I think you
so.
should fire it up, buddy. I think you'd look good with this one, buddy.
Okay, here we go. Here I am behind the counter playing this thing. I have to say it plays like butter.
And thank
Here,
you.
let's try both.
Both is
pickups together.
these are sweet in that position.
Okay, let's hear that bridge position. Okay, here we go. Glenn, I think you're onto something with these things, man. These things are nice. They're
Thank you.
gorgeous guitars.
A lot of work into them, a lot
Tell
of
us
heart into
again
them.
one more time, where can we get these things if we want one?
GuitarBazaar.net.
Thanks for watching, guys.